just going to run through some key points for Universal Supported Study for this session. I will run a staff training session as well to talk through this in more detail if required, but I thought it might be nice just to have it in a video just for reference. So this session we are continuing to use the S4 and S56 Universal Supported Study teams. They look exactly the same as before, they're exactly the same teams as before. I've just removed the pupils from them just now, it's just staff that are members at the moment. So you have the same kind of icon, the little shoe, and then S4 or S5 and 6 Supported Study is the name of them. As always, in the channels you have your subjects where you will post any materials and upload any materials that might be relevant for supported study for pupils who are not targeted. So first things first, the deletion of posts from previous years. This is something that normally I would go through and do, but I felt that it was maybe better for someone in each department to do that, just to be able to check that I'm not deleting anything that you maybe have linked. It might be that someone's asked a question and you put in an extra little link somewhere that you might want to save before deleting it. So I thought it might be great for each department to assign someone, the digital learning rep or someone in the department, to just have a wee read through and just make sure that it was cleared up and anything that was needed was saved. So it's really, really straightforward in doing that. You'll see that I've got some deleted posts already that I just done just before. All I need to do to delete this post on physics is go to the three dots and then delete. And that's it, as straightforward as that. You do need to delete any comments or anything that have been added underneath as well. There usually isn't a huge amount under each post, so it shouldn't take too long, but it allows you to then have a look through and just double check that you're happy with what's been removed, because you won't be able to get that back again, that message. These parts here will eventually clear where it says this message has been deleted, so don't worry about that too much. The plan is to move away from this kind of post every week and just kind of reduce the workload of that, of having to remember to do that every week. It also came back in the staff and pupil feedback that it was great to just have it in the one format and the one post, so that's just something that we thought we might trial this year, if it's appropriate for your department, of course. So I'm just going to talk you through how to upload files or amend files, and then talk you through how to make this one post. So if you are wanting to amend or check any files, what you would do is just click on your file section here and then into each of the folders. So they should still be exactly the same: supported study block 1, supported study block 2. Clicking in each of those and you'll have your weekly folders. Within each week you'll have your materials that you used for each of the weeks in previous sessions. Now this would be a good opportunity to just have a look through, double check the course content, double check that you're happy with everything. I have already checked through this and I'm quite happy with it, so I'm just going to use the same materials for block 1 and just maybe add to them or amend them for the extra resources later on. So I'm quite happy with those just now. If I wanted to upload anything else, I could click the upload button here, any files or folders. If I wanted to remove anything, I could do the three dots and again delete. So it's really straightforward to clear out any files or folders and re-upload those. But ideally just in the kind of block 1, block 2, week 1 to 5, week 1 to 6 where appropriate. The other thing to mention just whilst I'm at this point, you might have already added in some extra websites or tabs or anything here, so it's just another wee reminder to make sure that they're up to date. It might have been that you had websites or PDFs or whatever. I know we've previously had like the SQ website and stuff linked here just for additional work, just to kind of direct pupils to, or I had a bootcamp kind of PDF interactive thing that I had before. So it's just a wee reminder that that's there as an option if you do have anything you want to add on. You can add any website, any YouTube links, anything like that at all. So it's just another reminder to that that's there as an option, or to check that those are up to date. Once you're happy with all the materials, if you don't need to amend anything or if you've amended anything, it's then looking at making a post. So again, as I mentioned, we're trying to kind of move away from the week 1 to 6 having to post every single week, just again to just improve the use of it. So allowing pupils to kind of just have their own responsibility for the learning and doing it at their own pace. In terms of what this should look like, I prefer kind of the announcement style thing. It kind of looks a bit clearer. I'll use Scott Johnson's as an example. This is ideally what we're hoping, if it's appropriate for departments, for these things to look like. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, with links to each of the materials underneath here. And this is kind of known as an announcement, this kind of banner style post, just a bit clearer. And then you've got all of the materials linked here. You'll notice that all of the linked videos that I'm just scrolling through just now are also at the bottom here so that pupils can access it. But it just means that it's one post, really clear for pupils to access if parents are helping or if another staff member is helping any pupils catch up. It's a lot easier for them to follow what they should be doing each week. So that's what I'm just going to show you how to do it just now. I'm going to start a new conversation at the bottom. Click the far left hand side. It'll default to new conversation. I'm just going to make an announcement and then type in what I would like to call it. So I might just say Universal Support Block 1. And then I can add a subhead or an announcement, so I might just say Nat 5 Physics. And then I have just copied some dates for the S4 dates just to make it a bit easier. I'll put these as a template on the email that I send out as well. So ideally you want to have the weeks 1 to 6 available for the Nat 5 Physics ones, or the S4 ones in general, sorry. And then within each of these you can link as many materials as you like or give any instructions. So I might put in here just a little bit of information about what the tasks are going to be, similar to what Scott had. So just some information about accessing a PowerPoint, a voice over PowerPoint, watching a video, complete certain questions, what the tasks are generally going to look like week to week. If they're going to be similar, it might be nice to put that at the top. And then under each week, once you've got your template like this, you're just going back to Files. That should save the post in place. Block 1, week 1. I'm going to link the voice over PowerPoint that I've created. 3 dots, copy link, and then it will say link copied. Go back to posts, under week 1, paste, and then it adds it as a link here under week 1 and also at the bottom here. I then might want to add solutions to the questions. Go back to Files, Support Study Block 1, get my solutions, copy the link copied, go back to posts, and then I might put the solutions there. And that's as simple as that. Once you've got all the materials linked into each of these, it'll show up at the bottom here. Click post and it will post as an announcement. So obviously this is a bit bare at the moment, but it just means that whenever I'm clicking on these files, it's going to show up as a PDF or whatever it is that you've got accessed, or the video, whatever it may be they're clicking on. And that's essentially everything. Same Support Study Teams, each folder, week to week, with all the materials that you want to access on there. The new change, if it's appropriate for your department, if you've already got those materials, just one post will be totally fine rather than having to remember week to week, and all of the links just nice and clear for pupils. If there is anything at all that you need a bit of support with in terms of uploading files, accessing any other aspects of Teams within this team, please let me know if there's anything at all that I can do. I'm going to hold a session next week, and if there's anybody that would like to attend that, please come on. Thanks so much.